Hello students, how are you? I hope you are all doing good. So today we will discuss the next topic of the wastewater story. In the last class we have discussed what is properties of the clean water, properties of a sewage water or a dirty water or a wastage water, and also we have discussed about the how the water is getting polluted and what are the pollutants, what are the different type of pollutants that make water polluted. And also the most important thing that we have discussed, that how this polluted water is treated, and at the same time we have also discussed that how this water is being treated in the big plants means big factories. Now today we will discuss with the next topic, moving on to the next topic. Now tell me, in the we all have seen drain, we all have seen drains, and we have seen that how dirty it is. Some drains are closed, some drains are open, and it's and we have, it's depend upon the cities to cities. Now tell me that we have seen the condition of the drains, that sometimes these drains get clogged, and at the same times, and during rainy season these drains are get what, this get sometimes overflow. And so this due to this clogged or be this due to this clogged or because of the rainy season, or maybe due to rainy season, the drains are get overflowed and they get spread on the roads, and they get overflown on roads. And as a result we feel disgusting. And not especially, if you don't remember, better to say that in Arambagh only, that when we move on to this Professor Para, we have seen that during rainy season nobody can move, nobody can go in with that road, nobody can go through that road because of this overflow of the drains, and we feel very disgusting. Why we feel very disgusting? Because it's very unhygienic, it's very dirty, it contains so many microorganisms. It's the main thing is a microorganism, and the second main thing is that it becomes a breeding place. Better to say that it becomes a breeding place for many mosquitoes. We have seen that because of the stagnant dirty water, we have seen that how mosquitoes are breeding over those over on those drain water or sewage water, and also different microorganisms, and that what makes it very disgusting and unhygienic. And the most thing is odor and the smell. This is very unhygienic, and as a result, now tell me that why these drains are getting overflown, why these drains are getting clogged. Because the reason is because the main reason is us only. Because of our activity, these drains are not is getting clogged, and at the same time getting overflown. The reason why what we do, if you see carefully that in a drains, we see that generally the drains are actually for the liquid waste. It is for the liquid waste to pass, but what we do, we throw the solid particles over there. Also we throw plastic, we throw bottles, we throw everything on that water. Now see, now what will happen as a result? Because of these solid objects, the drains get clogged. Now and whenever this happens, we see that municipality people comes and they actually clean these drains. You have seen that the municipality people's comes and they regularly clean these drains, regularly cleans this. Nowadays you see there is any overflow, but because they regularly clean this, and they regularly clean this because it may clog that. And why it is getting clogged? Because we throw this. Now as a city, now see, tell me one thing, that how this water is getting dirty, how this water is getting polluted. We have discussed in the last class, we have discussed various activities like due to factories, disposal of the waste from the factories, disposal of waste from agriculture, the waste from agriculture, and also from our house also. It is not only because of the factories and because of the agriculture, but it is also from our house also. There are many, most of the waste are coming from the houses also, and because of these the water is getting dirty. Now as a citizen, now see, as a citizen, we can always depend on the factories, we can always depend on the plants to treat the sewage water. Sometimes it is also our responsible to treat, to minimize the wastage to minimize the wastage of this water or to minimize the pollution of the water. I'm not telling to stop suddenly. If you stop suddenly, that means we shouldn't use the water. We should use water for only drinking and cooking. We shouldn't use it for other purposes. But at least we have to minimize it. We have to minimize it means we shouldn't throw the solid particles. The solid particles that we throw on waters like plastic. We do it. We generally do it knowingly, unknowingly. Be whatever we throw this, and as a result these makes the water dirt polluted. At the same time, that's drains that are flowing underground or whatever, underground or open drains, whatever you say, they're getting clogged. So as a citizen, so we can't always depend on the treatments or a plants or a government to treat this polluted water. It is also sometimes our responsible. It is also sometimes, not sometimes, mostly it is also our responsible that we should minimize the pollution of the water. We should minimize to make the water dirty. First thing is that in the last class we had discussed that the amount that the availability of the fresh water is very low and we should efficiently use the water. We have discussed that. But now along with efficiently we should also minimize the wastage and also the polluter of the water, make a water dirty, means as minimum as possible. That's what I want to say. It's not like that. See, if for example you need only half bucket of water to clean your clothes. That half bucket of water will get polluted because we are adding detergent on it. But instead of half bucket of water, you are using one bucket. Now see, difference between one bucket and difference between a half bucket. Which one you are making more pollution? You are making actually using one bucket, you are actually making more water polluted. But if you use only half bucket, that means it is also, but you are minimizing it. This is what actually I want to tell. Being an active citizen, we should minimize this pollution or to add the impurities to the water. We cannot stop. This is the fact that we cannot stop suddenly. But what I want to say, that we should minimize it. Instead of using one bucket, use half bucket. Where if you know that half bucket is enough, use half bucket. That is what called it efficiently. That is what we call minimizing. Now, what were the steps? Now, okay, let's discuss that what can we do? What can we do to minimize the water? If we just go through NCERT book, page number 2 to 5, here it is written, better housekeeping practices. See, better housekeeping practices means being a citizen, what can we do? Being at a house or being at a workplace, being at a school, what are the things that we can do to minimize the wastage of the water and also the pollution of the water? The first thing is that one of the ways to minimize or eliminate the waste and the pollutant at their sources to see what you are releasing down the drain. Yes, before to minimize or eliminate the waste, to minimize the pollutants into the water, we have to very carefully see that what we are throwing, what we are disposing into the water. That is the main thing we have to very careful. Is it necessary? We have to be we have to think wisely that is it necessary to throw this pollutant into the water? Is it necessary? What if I throw it separately? For example, if you see that যখন আমরা ঘরে চা বানাই, most of the have seen that sometimes we actually dispose these tea leaves into the basin. Instead of throwing it away, we dispose it into the basin. That is the wrong thing. Why? This is a solid particle. It can be thrown differently. These solid particles can be thrown differently. but we dispose it into the basin. So these are the things we have to make a difference. These are the things that we have to make difference. That what are the things that how to minimize the pollutant, and we have before disposing into the water, we have to think wisely that is it necessary to throw this into the water, or I can throw it in a other separate way, instead of in water, in a separate way. So what is that? Cooking oil. The first thing is cooking oil fats should not be thrown down the drain. They can be hardened and block the pipes. Yes, they can be hardened and block the pipes. In an open drain, the fats clog the soil pores, reducing the effectiveness in filtering the water and through. See, not only these oils not only clogging the drains, not only polluting the water, but also it is affecting the other affecting the nature also, other part of the nature, that is soil, which is actually soil where the plants grow, soil from where the rainwater percolates to reach into the groundwater. And if the soil gets clogged by this fat, what happens? The soil contains many pores, and if these pores get clogged by oils, then what will happen? If this clogged by oils, then what will happen? The water cannot go inside, and as a result the groundwater will also affect it. So see how one thing is affecting the others. That is cooking oil. You are throwing cooking oil into the water. So what will happen? It will clog the drains. If it is clogging the drains, it is also clogging the soil, or soil pores. And if it is clogging the soil pores, rainwater or water is unable to percolate. And if it is unable to percolate, then what will happen? The groundwater level of water table is affected. So see that your one activity, your one step can affect so much. Your one mistake can affect so much. So this is the things that we have to make the difference, that where we are throwing, what we are throwing, what we are throwing, and what should we throw. This is the thing that we have to make a difference, and we should think wisely. Now comes to the second, chemicals like paint, solvent, insecticide, motor oil, medicines, microbes that help purify the water. So do not throw them down the drain. That means chemicals like various chemicals. Factories are disposing the chemicals into the rivers. So what it actually do? These chemicals will kill the good microorganism. The chemicals kills good microorganism, and killing the microorganism means that the microorganism, and killing the microorganisms, good microorganisms. As a result, which helps to purify. Killing the microorganisms means that organism that helps to purify the water. As a result, what will happen? As a result, the water will get polluted, and as this will get polluted and will cause the water pollution. So it is better instead of disposing directly into the water, it's better that we should dispose them differently. Now comes to the third point, used tea leaves, solid food remains, soft toys, cottons, sanitary towels should also be thrown in the dustbin. These waste chokes the drain, do not allow the free flow of oxygen, and this hampers the degradation process. Yes, that means, as I told you, চা পাতা আমরা মাঝে মাঝে বেসিনে ফেলে দিই। তো যেই চা পাতাটা আমরা আলাদা করে ফেলতে পারি, সেটা আমরা বেসিনে ফেলে দিই। We should not do that. We should not, the solid particles, solid substances should be disposed differently. Solid substances should be disposed differently. Should be disposed differently. This is what we need to. These are the things that we have to see very carefully. That solid substance should be disposed, like tea leaves, toys, sanitary towels, etc. Tissue papers. Sometimes we throw tissue papers, soft toys. These are the things we should be disposed. Should be disposed in a dustbin. Not in water. And these solid substances actually, if you throw these solid substances actually clog the drains, and drains get overflown. So see, you are doing your one mistake can affect so many things. So better take steps wisely. Better do things wisely. So these waste choke the drains. They do not allow the free flow of oxygen. As a result, the degradation process also get hampered. So this is what we have to do. These are the things. Being a active citizen, being a citizen of India, we have to, not only India, being a citizen of this earth also, we have to be very, we have to use the resources. We have to be very much, we should take care of these resources very effectively. We cannot, I know that they have plenty of resources we have on this earth. No doubt, we have plenty of resources, but we have to use them very effectively. We shouldn't be greedy. For that. I have so many of things, so we can use it. So what? No. It's not. Just think for the your after generation also. After generation, they also need this. So don't be greedy. They have we are gifted enough to have these resources, but at the same time we should be very careful, and we should be very, what should I say, I'm not getting the word, but still we should be very active towards the nature. Till then, have a nice day.